everyone is getting exposed for who they are. Like I said in my last video, we're moving into a time where it's good versus evil, and it'll be very apparent what side you're on. So it doesn't matter how much you try to portray yourself to be one way, the real you is about to get snatched out, okay? And for some of you, that is going to be an amazing thing, because we need the real you to be snatched out. We need the authenticity. We are begging for your authenticity. We are begging for you to be your true self. We are begging you to use your gifts. It's going to be a complete wealth transfer. All the things that they try to portray to us to do to create wealth, scamming, doing fraud, OnlyFans, and that's no offense to anybody who does OnlyFans. I'm not judging you whatsoever. I'm just letting you guys know there's a reason why certain things were pushed onto the world, OnlyFans being one of them. All the things they told us that we needed to do for the last 10, 20 years to be wealthy and to make money, that is about to change. Because it's time for some new people to get to the head of the line. It's time for some new people to set the example and set the tone. Are you going to be that person? Because I think you need to be that person. I think you have a gift that you've been holding on to that the world is ready to see. I think you have an idea or a project that you've been holding on to that the world is ready to see. The scammers, the fraudsters, all that stuff that people were doing, stealing, all that, no, that's not going to get you paid this year. What's going to get you paid this year, what's going to bring you success this year is authenticity. The real you. It's time for the real you to be exposed. The real everyone is about to be exposed. So if somebody lied on your name, don't worry about that. Because not only is the lies that they told on you going to be exposed, the real them that they try to hide and use you to distract people from the real them, that is going to be exposed, and the real you is going to be exposed. The good heart that you have is going to be exposed. The nurturing nature that you have is going to be exposed. The healing nature that you have is going to be exposed to the world. All you got to do is sit pretty. All you got to do is keep your hands clean. They say give God the glory. Give it to him, because he's ready. He's ready to expose you for who you are. He's ready to expose your enemies. He's ready to show the world who you are. All you need to do is remove fear, because fear is an illusion, right? There's no such thing as fear. Remove the fear, remove the anxiety, remove the doubt, remove the feeling of telling yourself that you're not good enough and you can't do it. No, you can't do that this year. It's going to be exposed. It's going to be snatched out of you now. It's coming out of you as we speak. You are walking into your purpose right now. You are stepping into your goddess nature right now. And the pretenders are going to fade away like the rest of the trends. The doppelgangers, the people who bite off the popular loners, the people who bite off the real people, the underground people, the people who don't seek attention, all those pretenders that stole from you, that stole from us, that stole from God's people, they're going to fade because they cannot hide who they are anymore. They will no longer be able to bite off of you because they can't even keep up with you. You're always 10 steps ahead of them. They don't know what to do. Every time that they think they caught up with you, you're doing something else. Something they cannot embody, something they cannot duplicate, something they cannot imitate if they wanted to, because it's your gift. It's not on you, it's in you. And it's going to be quite embarrassing to see. But like I said, you don't have to get your hands dirty. You don't have to open your mouth. You don't have to do anything. God is going to do it all for you. All you need to do is be you. All you need to do is walk in your purpose. All you need to do is be authentic. All you got to do is be real. Just be yourself. The question is, do you have the balls to be yourself? Because right now the world is scared of authenticity and realness. They're frightened by people who can step into their power and be themselves out loud without giving a damn about who's watching and who has something to say. They're scared of the rebels. They're scared of us because we don't care. We don't care. We don't care that what y'all are doing. Why would I want to be like you? Why would I want to be like the crowd when I'm meant to stand outside of the crowd? I'm not meant to be in the crowd. That's why I'm not in it. If I was meant to be over there with y'all, I would be over there with y'all, but I'm not over there with y'all. I'm over here where I'm meant to be. I don't fit in. I shine too bright over there. If I go over there with y'all, y'all gonna try to dim my light. I can't have that. God cannot have that. He cannot have y'all dimming my light. So he removed me from that space. That doesn't mean I'm better than you. That means I got balls. I'm not afraid. I don't have fear. I'm strong. I'm strong enough to be the outcast. I'm strong enough to be me. I don't look down on you. Honestly, I feel sorry for you because it must take a lot to wake up every day and try to imitate somebody else. It must take a lot to always, you can't even make your next move until I make mine. That must take a lot out of you. I don't think I have enough time in the day to sit around trying to be somebody else because all I've ever tried to be was me. They judged me for it. They ridiculed me for it. They hated me for it. But I still was me. Because I got balls. I'm not afraid. Why? Why would I be anything other than myself? Why does me being me bother you so much when you could just be you? But you know what they say, first they hate, then they copy, right? And when they do that to you, don't get upset. Be flattered. Especially if you were somebody who was setting a good example, when you see other people imitate you without malicious intent. Because there's a difference. There's people who are going to imitate you to make fun of you, to be try to malicious and just like, oh, I don't like her, but I'm gonna steal that piece. And then there's people who, wow, I really look up to him. I really look up to her. I love that she's authentic. She's teaching me to be my authentic self. I love how she speaks. I love her mannerisms. I love his voice. I want to be like that. There's a difference. And it doesn't matter what side they're on. Don't respond. Don't get mad. Be flattered. Because you are an influencer. You are the trendsetter. And you're going to be pushed to the front. And everybody else who is waiting on you to make your move before they can make theirs is going to be pushed to the back. Because it's a wealth transfer. Only the real shit is going to survive in this season. Make no mistake about that. So if you want to be ahead of that line, if you want to be first instead of last, because what do they say? First shall be last and last shall be first. Oh yeah, last is first now. Because that's what God said he wanted. So what he needs for you to do, get out his way, keep your hands clean. Don't get mad, don't get upset, don't get revenge. Let your revenge be you stepping into your true authentic self while everybody else is scared to do that. Let your revenge be your success. Let your revenge be your elevation. Because God's revenge is greater than what any human can do. Way greater. You don't have to do anything. Sit pretty. Sit pretty. I promise you don't have to do anything. Just make sure you're being your true authentic self. Make sure that you're not living in fear and living in lack, because that cannot exist right now. Fear and lack cannot exist. It doesn't matter what you don't have. Use what you have. Whatever excuse you're telling yourself, oh, I can't do this until I have this, throw that excuse out. Use what you have. Use what you have. turn that water into wine. You don't need anything else but what you have. Because if you were meant to have something else, you would have it. Use what you have. Show God, I don't need that. I can use what you gave me. I can use my gift. I can use my voice. I can use my creative mind. Your brain is the most amazing thing about you. I don't care what you look like. Your brain, your intelligence is the most amazing thing about you. They cannot take what's in here. They cannot take that from you. They cannot take your knowledge from you. Knowledge is power. Use it. Just know it's going to take some pretty big balls. It's going to take you having a type of courage that you didn't even think was there. It's going to take you completely blocking out the noise. It's going to take you completely not giving a fuck. Sorry for the people who don't like me cussing. I just had to say it that way. So you can feel me. You can't give a fuck right now, okay? You cannot do that. Step on fear, step on doubt, step on anxiety. Because there's no more excuses. I'm telling you that only the authentic people are going to survive this next season. So you can try to pretend like you're something you're not. God sees the real you. Karma sees the real you. You can act like you are a child of God when you know you're not. But God sees the real you. Karma sees the real you. In good and in bad. And everything is about to get exposed. So I hope you're ready.